easier to live when you have goals to meet. If you have goals to meet, then you don't feel so voided, and you understand why every day you're looking at this person in the mirror, because that is the cool part about the game. You get to be anybody you want to be.
God wants the best for you. Believe that. I do. If you're strong, be a protector, and if you're smart, be a humble influencer. Strength and intelligence can be weapons, and do not wield them against the weak. You have a soul. Be careful with it. Doesn't matter what it is, earn it. Learn to pray. It's easy, and it's so good for your soul. And finally, nobody is perfect. People are going to tell you you're perfect just the way you are. You're not. You are imperfect. You always will be, but there is a powerful force that designed you that way. And if you're willing to accept that, you will have grace. And grace is a gift. And like the freedom that we enjoy in this country, that grace was paid for with somebody else's blood. Do not forget it.
We are looking outside of ourselves for validation, for confirmation of our worth, when all along the kingdom of heaven is within us. By acting as if we don't want anyone's attention, we are aligning ourselves with our true nature, with the God within. Consider for a moment the story of creation. God did not create the world and then seek validation from his creation. No, he simply spoke and it was so. He imagined and it came to be. This, my friends, is the power that resides within each and every one of you. You are made in the image and likeness of God, and therefore you possess the same creative power. When you act as if you don't want anyone's attention, you are mirroring this divine attribute. You are declaring to the universe, I am complete. I am whole. I am sufficient unto myself. And in doing so, you are aligning yourself with the creative power of the universe. Now let us delve deeper into the mechanics of this principle. When you seek attention, you are operating from a state of lack. You're saying to the universe, I am not enough as I am. I need others to validate my existence. This state of consciousness attracts more experiences that reinforce this feeling of lack. It's a self-perpetuating cycle that keeps you trapped in a limited version of yourself. But when you act as if you don't want anyone's attention, you're operating from a state of abundance. You are saying, I am complete. I am whole. I need nothing outside of myself. This state of consciousness attracts experiences that reinforce your sense of completeness and wholeness. You begin to manifest a reality that reflects your inner state of being. My dear friends, understand this. The world is you pushed out. Everything you perceive in your outer reality is a reflection of your inner state. When you constantly seek attention, you are projecting a state of neediness and lack onto the world around you. But when you act as if you don't need attention, you project a state of completeness and self-sufficiency. This is not to say that you should become a hermit or shun all human interaction. Far from it. Rather, it means that you interact with the world from a place of fullness rather than emptiness. You give of yourself freely, not because you need something in return, but because you are overflowing with abundance.
Let's begin with some very down-to-earth ones, like money. Money is a very useful method of accounting. It is a measure of wealth. You could have a fantastic quantity of dollar bills and stock certificates on a desert island, and they would be useless to you. Money simply represents wealth in rather the same way that the menu represents the dinner. Only we are psychologically perverted in such a way that some of us would rather have money than real wealth.
You can't do anything if you're lukewarm. You must be intense about it. You want to be rich? All right, can be rich. You want to be known? You can be known. No matter what you want, but you must be intense about it. And then commune with your own heart upon your bed, and then let it drop. You'll read that in the 4th Psalm, the Psalm of David. So I say to everyone here, believe me, your own wonderful I amness, your consciousness, your wonderful human imagination, that is God. And all that you behold, though it appears without, it is within, in your imagination, of which this world of mortality is but a shadow. So you can change the shadow if you change the object, for you are the light. He said, I am the light of the world. Change the object that you're holding within yourself and identifying yourself with it. Change that object, you're lighting up, and you'll cast a new shadow upon the world. So you say, I am, and you name it. And then you say, I am unemployed. No, I am gainfully employed, making more than I've ever made before. Don't ask yourself how, why, and through whom. That is not your conscious reasoning mind's concern. If you take the intellectual background, the educational background of those who are making top money in the theatrical world, I doubt that they could pass any college examination. I don't think they could pass any entrance examination to college. Yet they're making $1 million, $2 million a year. You think Bob Hope could pass today's examination for entrance into college? But all of his material is written for him anyway. Can't even write that. But he has millions, all right, because that's how he's bred. May I tell you? I know the background of the man. That was his goal in life. If that's your goal, have it. I speak of another goal.